What is going on? I'm zmoT. We are back in the saddle today. Musical reference, fully intentional. A couple days off, couple days with bad cables. We are going to jump into the warships as soon as we double check we've got something in that creator boost. My code is zmoT. Throw someone in there. I know 7 days is full on ridiculous no mode, but we are going to focus today on my 2 accounts that are not in Diamond yet. So I've got a 4 engine room base sitting here. As you can see by this, I am engine room locked, so cannot get into 5. 4 engine rooms are not super fun to be stuck at because you don't have shocks, you don't have artillery, you don't have that extra troop health. So if you are HQ 18 or 19, you have a lot more fun things at your disposal. Then you can actually even go get that building health if you want. This account does not have that. So what I was seeing was people, including me, if we look here, Silent Hunter is getting 0 engine rooms. The majority of players are getting 0 engine rooms. So I just went ahead and fully changed my strategy. Previously, I was heading in there trying to clear every single defense using Kavon, and actually, no, I guess no. Do I have Kavon on this account? Anyways, doesn't matter. I don't think we actually even have Kavon. Is that? We must have Kavon. Yeah, we do have Kavon. Also have Brick, but I have switched away from using Kavon and switched to using Brick, and I'll show you how I'm winning and how I'm confident I'll be able to get this account into Diamond. I was not confident using that strategy Silent Hunter was using that I'd be able to get into Diamond because you would lose your focus for like a second and you would die. You would lose all your troops. And without instant training, losing all your troops, you get like 1.5 attacks and no engine room. So I was stuck at 4 out of 4 for like days. Anyways, enough of that baloney, that malarkey. Let's show you my new strat. Going back to the very beginning of the season, just smoky heavies. I mixed in 1 boat of Zookas and sending them in there, and then using cluster grenade to get an engine room. Generally speaking, I'm able to get 2 engine rooms, but on this attack, I just wasn't able to do so. And the reason for that is because they had no buildings up the front. If they have buildings up the front, I show you how we get 2 engine rooms. Actually, no, that's not even the right one. We got 2 on that, which is even better. But let's show you against Ogi, for example. Man, none of these guys have the base I'm trying to show you here. I promise I've got some extra good stuff going here. There we go. So just dropping 1 boat of bombardiers or 1 boat of rocket choppas. Doesn't matter if your rocket choppas a tick 1. My rocket choppas anyways, tick 1 for a long time. Doesn't matter. All we're doing is farming a little bit of gunboat energy this way, which is going to help us get a couple extra cluster grenades or a couple extra smokes. Regardless, it's also going to potentially save us some smokes because we don't have to smoke past all these defenses at the front. And if someone else heavy rushes you, it means that you might win like 13% to 12%. Any one of those tiny little details is all that matters. Now, we've only got 72 diamonds. I'm going to spend 56 of them so we can do a live attack. Quick, tiny little tech tree note before this. My next upgrade is going to be getting smoke from tick 1 up to tick 2 or 3. I am 1,000 tokens short at the moment, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but that doesn't matter all that much. So I've also got some GBE nodes that should be upgrading, but I think that getting my smoke upgraded is going to give us a little bit more oomph than anything else. So we are just going to go crazy slow. There is no need to rush in this. This is not the old heavy rush where you're going to get 4 engine rooms and you're going to beat them by 1.5 seconds. I'll show you some of that full-on rush later on in this video, but for now we're just going to cruise. Absolutely chilling. I didn't show you my base, but I've moved my shock mines to try to stop the heavy rush. This person's done a little bit on that left-hand side where you can't fully heavy rush from this left-hand side because there's a couple shock mines there, but this right-hand side is all about it. So really important if you're going to follow this strat. I love saying the word strat, is that you check to see which side you can go on. There's generally one or the other. You don't want to go up the middle. Up the middle would be very bad. And look at this, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings down. We might get another. We're going to get 2 for sure. Not sure if we're going to get more than that. That mortar is definitely going to go down. I've literally been sitting here sipping my coffee, looking out the window. No skill required here. So if you're worried about this strat, you can move a sniper tower forward or a cannon forward, but there are ways around that as well with bombardiers. Just comes down to, look at this, we're getting that building, and then we're going to get that flamethrower as well. Rocket launcher versus rocket choppa. Rocket choppa is going to be a little bit quicker. And we've farmed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've farmed 24 gunboat energy. We might even get all as high as 27, depending on when that rocket choppa gets its next shot out. Not too shabby. If you're in a rush, if you have instant training, you can skip this part entirely. We've already found out that our opponent has gotten 0 engine rooms. We're going to drop our Zookas first, simply because they're a little bit slower than our heavies are. And then we are going to get to walking. Now, I like to flare a little tiny bit past that first shock mine, because chances are someone is going to clip that shock mine. And by stopping right there, it just means we're going to end up giving our troops a little bit of time to get into position. And now we are going to park along that wall. So I'm going to throw my last 2 smokes in reverse order. That way we guarantee that if anyone shows up a little bit late, they are going to get there. And now I'm going to focus on this engine room right here. Brick is going to give us a couple of those cluster grenades. Then we're going to cover our troops up just like that. Now we need to decide which building. We're going to go for this one. Flaring nice and early. Brick and her cluster grenade. We're just going to spam the crap out of that. Boom, shakalaka. We got 2 engine rooms, and we got enough GBE for 1 more smoke to try and... Okay, cable issues, phone issues are not gone yet. For those of you new to the channel, I think I need to get a new phone. All the more reason to throw creator code zmoT into that shop. But as you can see, we are inching closer and closer to diamond. I'll show you what my opponent hit me. What did you bring? Britney Spears just jumped into my head. I'm not sure if that's intentionally, but let's go. See, same thing. They're using 5 boats of heavies and 3 boats of bombardiers, maybe 4 and 4. But you can see here, this base just eating them up. Little bit. I mean, this is probably a good attack. Definitely not the best attack against this base. On occasion, I do get full cleared. But I figure for those players who can full clear me, I tip my cap to you. I tip my fedora to you, as the saying goes. And I am happy to grant you the win. You deserve it. But I'm just going to keep on. And by the way, hit me if you're out there. Sorry, I know this attack was slow and it is kind of chintzy, kind of cheap, but you know what? It works. And so I need to get this account into Diamond. And if you're wondering why the heck I care so much about Diamond, it's those rewards. Those rewards for Diamond at the end of the season. Let's just double check here. Those powders are so useful to me. Those diamonds as a low level who is unopposed, which, by the way, if you don't know what unopposed is, this is what unopposed looks like. This is what the log looks like. 0 attacks ever. Check the cards for that, by the way. We're going to switch accounts, though. This one. The tech tree that keeps on giving. Early on, tech tree was okay. We have not deviated from the path except for to get flares. Nothing else. We have no extra gunboat energy. We have no extra building health or troop damage or building damage. Just full on naked until we got past the medics. And then we went up and got heavy choppas, and we went up and got seekers. Now, seekers are insane. Just absolutely crushing people. Gonna show you some of that here. Win-loss record. I had it right into a couple bases where I made some mistakes, but I had Seekers at rank 16, and that was just not fair. Just full-on bully mode. And we've talked about this for the entire season. The 7-engine room deck is super interesting. Should be a huge advantage. So if you're thinking about what the heck you should do and you are not in Diamond yet or something like that, not a bad idea to think about going with Seekers and or pushing to that 7-engine room level. So this base should be absolutely and utterly ridiculous. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to get rid of that shock launcher right there. And then we're just going to send all our Seekers running wild. We're going to throw maybe some critters there just to clear a shock mine, because don't really want to deal with shock mines all that much. Maybe one more. Actually, we don't need one more smoke. And we've got one shock for all 3 shock launchers. Not an ideal base. And then we'll just sit here, kick back our heels, or kick up our heels, or whatever that expression is, and we should be able to take down all of this stuff. It's going to be close. Like, the health on our troops is not super duper high, but the fact that they've allowed us to shock all of their shock launchers in one shock just means that we are going to be able to cruise through this base with no difficulty. 3 minutes 15 seconds, and I say no difficulty, but I almost lost every single Seeker, and I can take them out with one. Just anticlimactic. The artillery never landed. But that 5 engine room base was a difficult base. And if you're at the 5 engine room level and you're just struggling to get engine rooms, go to 6. 6 engine rooms. You're going to run into people who have ridiculous things like heavy Choppas and Seekers and Bullet. Another cable issue. Had to cut some video out there. And in the meantime, I got both my chests, so might as well open up Bullet. Bullet is required to get to that next engine room level. I've also got 6 million tokens, so I'm going to upgrade Mr. Bullet to tick 4. Why tick 4, you ask? Because you have max level taunt, saving that extra 1.3 million tokens just in case I have to go back and get rocket launchers or shock launchers or barrage or something like that. So 6 engine room level, I forget where my cable cut out, but 6 engine room level, you should be able to get many engines. Now, this one is way off to the left, so I am probably going to ignore that. And when I say ignore, I mean I'm just going to drop one boat of bombardiers over into here. And that should be enough to get that engine room down. I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to get rid of that shock launcher there. And then I'm just going to drop all of the dudes here, and that should be able to get us in and amongst the things. And if I had barrage, we could go even better, and I should probably have used Mr. Bullet, because Brick is doing absolutely nothing for us, just hanging out at the shore there, which is not super duper smart on my part. But speaking of smart, shock the microwaver. We are in a world of pain here from that microwaver. Now our troops are going to split, and we should be a-okay, I think. Just need our Seekers to finally finish off that final engine room as they try to sneak along past that shock launcher, get a couple licks in. 3 minutes 7 seconds. Not super duper quick, but just sending those bombardiers out to farm us some gunboat energy, and so that our Seekers didn't have to come all the way back to shore. Hey, we won. Wouldn't have guessed that, to be completely honest, but I'll take it. So, couple different things here. Number 1, 6 engine rooms is the bomb. 7 engine rooms is going to be even better. But of course, 6 engine rooms are going to get dirtier and dirtier as those rocket launcher, shock launcher people come into it. Barrage, you can simply barrage out an engine room if you go get max artillery and max level barrage. But I'm going to skip those for the moment and just focus on getting into that 7 engine room level, which has been the goal of mine all stinking season long. We're going to replace that bombardier because I'm always forget to update my troops. Once I get in the zone of just like doing the same attack over and over and over again, I totally forget to replace my troops. One other attack strategy you can do that works fairly... You know what? We've got Bullet now. Do I want to send Bullet out there? I think I probably do want to send a Bullet out there. Let's just try a Bullet attack. Try and be a full-on bully. I don't have shock launchers, by the way, so this is going to be me, 1, 2, 3, 4, trying to even things up against the shock launcher types. 1, 2, 3, 4, Bullet throwing a taunt out there, just hoping to distract those 2 shock launchers for a couple seconds more, just so that we can sneak on past them, throwing out the taunt, not actually taunting anything though, because taunt doesn't matter. unless you're actually in range. And now Seekers, Seekers, Seekers. That Bullet doing nothing for us, doing almost nothing for us in the fact that he's not distracting that shore shock launcher as much as I would have liked him to. That's a bit better. 3 minutes, 19 seconds. I think my fastest is like 3:27. But 3 minutes, 19 seconds against someone with shock launchers is pretty good. Bullet doing some good for us. Maybe should have used a smoke to get him a little bit further back, winning by 18 seconds. Seekers, would love to hear your opinions on them. I know some of you hate them. I love the fact that they ignore flares. Gives you two different options. Would maybe like to see some other troops that ignore flares that aren't quite so strong as Seekers, just to give a... I mean, we're not going to get a second flare. So that's the other option. But I'm going to call the video right there. We had a couple different strategies. All of them rushing the engine rooms, I do suppose. But just a reminder that something along these lines, using Brick back here with her cluster grenade, also very, very, very strong against those 5 engine room bases. Those 5 engine room bases really, really live and die by their shock launchers and mines, and bringing in heavy Choppas and rocket Choppas just negates all of that. I don't have the time to keep getting a 5 engine room base so I can show you that, but just do give it a try if you're not a Seekers player. I shall talk to you soon. Have a fantastic weekend. I am zmoT. This is Anon Moose. Also, is the name of the channel. Bit of confusion there, I do realize. Consider throwing code zmoT in your shop in every single Supercell game. Have a fantastic weekend. Hit me up in the comments. I reply to every comment. Almost every comment. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm zmoT. Peace. I tricked you. If you're still here, if you play Brawl Stars, I've got a Mortis and a wicked, wicked skin to give away. I also have a Squeak to give away. If you play Brawl Stars, hit me up in the comments. I want to give it to one of you guys who does stick around till the very, very, very end, the nitty gritty, checks out the Patreons, reads the subscribers, watches that end screen. So, a little bit tricky, but just please hit me up in the comments if you want free Brawl Stars goodness. I'm zmoT. Thanks for coming in. Peace. For real this time.